Very good morning, student, and welcoming all of you in my online chemistry class, Easy Chemistry. And today we'll talk about a very important topic from atomic structure, and that is dual nature of matter. The concept of dual nature of matter was given by de Broglie, and he stated that the micro-sized charged particle like electrons having tendency to show two different types of property, one of which is called particle nature and the other one is wave nature. Both are inversely proportional to each other. And de Broglie proposed an equation to describe the dual nature of matter, better known as de Broglie's equation. And this equation is lambda is equal to h by mv. Lambda represents wavelength, it is a property of wave. H is the Planck's constant, m is the mass of the particle like electron, and v is the velocity. Mass is the property of particle. Now, by the definition of momentum, we know that product of mass and velocity is equal to momentum and represented by the symbol P. So this equation transformed into lambda is equal to h by P, where h is the Planck's constant and P is the momentum, lambda is the wavelength. Now you can see that wave property is inversely proportional to the particle property because momentum is the property of particle. And now we'll try to understand how this equation comes into action or how the equation was proved. De Broglie used two energy relationship given by Einstein, and that is E is equal to mc square, where m represents the mass and c is the velocity of light, and of course E represents energy. This is our equation number 1. By Planck's theory, we have E is equal to h nu. This is equation number 2, where h is the Planck's constant and nu is the frequency of radiation. Frequency of radiation is equal to c by lambda, where c represents the velocity of light and lambda represents the wavelength. Now putting the value of frequency in equation number 2, we have E is equal to hc by lambda, and we are getting yet another equation, that is number 3rd. Now what we have to do, we have to equate equation number 1 and equation number 3rd. So we have mc square is equal to hc by lambda. So we can cancel out one of the c and we'll have lambda is equal to h by mc. This is the equation number 4. C represents the velocity of light, but here we are taking particle like electron. So C will be replaced by V and we'll have lambda is equal to h by mv. This is the de Broglie equation that we want to prove, and this equation shows that micro-sized charged particle like electron possesses two different types of properties, particle as well as the wave property, and there is a inverse relationship between both the property. And it is important to note that de Broglie's equation holds good only for the micro-sized charged particle like electron, but not applicable for the macro particle. And it is also interesting to note that the property of microparticle was not able to explain by classical mechanics. So there is a need of a new branch of science which is known as quantum mechanics. De Broglie's concept and Heisenberg uncertainty principle gives a new idea about to describe the property of microparticle, and this branch of science is known as quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics is the branch of science which is capable to explain the properties of both micro and macro particles. I hope that this class will be fruitful for you to understand the dual nature of matter or de Broglie's equation. And at last, I'd like to conclude that the wave property shown by particle like electron is known as particle wave or matter wave. And then finally, h is the Planck's constant and its value is 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 joules second or kg meter square second inverse. In CGS it is 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 27 erg second. So this is very important topic that we have discussed today. I hope that all of you have understood the concept, and if you have any type of question or doubt, you can put all those things in my comment box so that I can put your answer.